When did a harmless prank on your dad go too far? When I was a kid, pranking my dad was a full-time job. I used to hide under his bed and grab his ankles when he walked by. One time, I popped out from behind the shower curtain while he was brushing his teeth and nearly made him knock over the sink. Another time, I taped a fake spider to the ceiling fan and waited for him to turn it on. He screamed. I howled with laughter, and my mom threatened to ground us both. It was always harmless, always funny. We had this routine, as the prankster, him as the grumpy victim who always secretly laughed after. One of these days, he'd say with a fake growl, "You're gonna give me a heart attack." Then he'd ruffle my hair or chase me around the kitchen. Even when I got older, the jokes didn't stop. I'd hide his car keys, switch the TV input, leave weird voicemails and fake accents pretending to be debt collectors. He'd act annoyed, but he'd always smile. Always. We just stopped eventually, not for any real reason. I guess I got busier with school, sports, whatever, and he got quieter, tired maybe. We didn't spend as much time together. The jokes faded out like an old show nobody watches anymore. But a few weeks ago, I got the idea to bring one back for old times' sake. I was home from college for the weekend. My parents had just gone out to pick up groceries. I got bored waiting and figured, why not? The bed prank was a classic. I snuck into their room and rolled underneath, trying not to laugh. They came home about 15 minutes later. I heard the front door open, bags rustling, footsteps, then his voice. "I'll be in the room," he said to my mom. "Back's killing me." Perfect. He walked in, sighing loudly. I could see his socks from the shadows under the bed. I tensed up, ready to grab and yell, just like old times. But then, he sat on the edge of the bed, didn't take his shoes off, didn't even lie down, just sat there, breathing heavy. Then he said, to no one in particular, "I can't keep doing this." I froze. He wasn't talking to me. I don't even think he knew I was there. His voice was soft, cracked around the edges. I try so hard. I really do. But I don't think he sees it. He was talking about me. I felt my stomach twist. My chest suddenly felt too tight. He went on. "It's like nothing I do matters. I get silence, attitude, sarcasm, like I'm just in the way." He laughed a little, bitter. Maybe I am. My ears rang. I look at him sometimes and I don't even recognize him. And I wonder if he feels the same about me. Maybe he does. Maybe that's why we barely talk. My mouth was dry. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. I try to be patient. I try to give him space. But I miss when we used to joke. When he used to look at me like I was his dad and not some roommate he's stuck with. He paused. Then he whispered, barely audible, "Sometimes I think he hates me." And I don't blame him. Not really. I haven't been the dad he needed. He stood up and left the room. I stayed under the bed. I didn't jump out. Didn't yell, "Gotcha," or laugh or chase after him like I used to. I just stayed there, staring at the floorboards, feeling like a ghost who had just heard his own eulogy. Later that night, he asked if I wanted to watch a movie. I said I was tired. I wasn't. I just didn't know how to sit next to him after what I'd heard. But the worst part? He didn't say anything that wasn't true. I had gotten distant, cold even, too busy with friends, college, my own little world. I brushed off his questions, rolled my eyes at his dad jokes, ignored his texts more times than I replied. I thought I was just growing up, being independent, but I never stopped to think how much of him I was leaving behind. The prank never happened, but the damage did. And now I don't know how to tell him I heard everything, or how to say sorry in a way that counts.